The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David? He's going to go up top. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Patterson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his man. It's Hunter. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
A nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pass to 40. Lots of running room. Give him 6. Touchdown, Nebraska. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right. There he goes. That Cleveland could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got a man. It's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Morrow. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man in the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The handoff to Johnson. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Finds a little space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot.
Touchdown, Huskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the single back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Morrow. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what,
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Caught at the 25. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the air on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On the run, it's Patterson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Huskers are in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Buys a little time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Kruger. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the air, it's Dotson. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That's reeled in, it's Perry. Gets away from one, finds room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be knocked down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Going to the running game. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a Great play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points.
Got room on the return. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.